Whoops, wrong button. Well, good morning, everyone. So 20th of December, the big five to go to Christmas. That's amazing. So time is flying. I tried to press it to get this started and it wouldn't start. But I finally got it going, so that's all good. Only 3 boats out there. Good news, or the big news for yesterday, was that our banners and flames and flags and everything finally arrived. So we look like an event now. It's looking pretty good. If you come down, you'll see 10 boats. 1 boat's on the slip, so you see 9 boats and all the other bits and pieces. So call in the office, we got merchandise there in the shop, programs, posters, all that sort of stuff. So all is good. Let's get into the tracker straight away. Here we go. Okay, so we got something like 2,500 miles. We've got all 3 on the one tracker now. So we got White Shadow right up here, trying to tack around Cape Reinga. And we've got Explorer down here, just around 45, and Sterner down the back. So the total distance there is 2,763 between the last 3 boats. And based on the departure times of Explorer and Sterner, basically, if they had left at the same time, all things considered equal, and they're not, they would still be hanging in with the fleet. In fact, Explorer would be probably pretty close to right up here by Cape Reinga now. Anyway, that's not the reality. The reality is that they went back and it's all different. So anyway, we'll start at the back of the fleet. Sterner is coming up a bit now. So 6.4 knots, they've just tacked across, 100 nautical mile a day. I'm not sure if that's right. They should have been averaging higher than that. Could be a bit of a glitch, but anyway, they're coming up and they've got quite a solid northwesterly breeze. Explorer still trucking along, back to 6.4 knots. They were doing 8 knots on the previous 4 hours and did 183 nautical mile a day. So not too bad, but it's probably going to go quiet. They've got good conditions up there. As I say, they're 45, 35. We suggested they came down to 45 to miss. Oh, hang on. Here we go. To miss some of the bits. I'm not sure this is the real-time weather, so I wasn't right up there. I'd moved it around. You can see why Explorer is going to slow down. They've got to get through this lot, or this weather's going to come over the top of them, and that's going to make it a little bit challenging. Not sure exactly why Stern is coming up straight away. They're in a actually very good position here at the moment for the next few days. But anyway, that's how it goes. So if we push the weather forward, you can see Explorer is going to have a quiet patch. Average sailing, they'll probably do 130 mile a day, and then it'll get going again. That's why Stern is coming up, because there is some stronger winds there. So, and now once that's gone through, there is only another soft patch right at the end of this system, and that's some way off. So yeah, and so you can see all the way through along 45, it's pretty consistent breezes. So Sterner can certainly afford to come up now and get away from the heavier weather down south. So all is well for them. No storms, no nothing like that. And interesting to watch exactly what's happening now with White Shadow. As predicted yesterday, they've got these light headwinds, which is frustrating them a bit. The previous 4 hours when they were up here, they're only doing 3.5 knots or something. Only did a 94 mile day. That's light headwinds, probably 15, maybe gusting 20. Sea state's probably about 2 meters, but it could get a bit bumpy there. Let's just have a look at the sea state and the currents. There's up to 2 meters. I'm not sure about the currents in this part of the world. A bit of a mixed bag, so nothing to worry about too much there. So it's just a struggle to get around these winds now. So this is a losing leg. They'll probably hold that for another 4 hours, be down here somewhere, and then they're struggling to get around. And the weather's not going to help them. It's not bad weather. It's just frustrating weather from the wrong way. You know, the wind's from the wrong way, which is not going to give them a fast time down to Auckland. If we push this through, it's pretty clear that it's going to hold. There's coming through for 12 hours. There's 24 hours coming up, and it's going to get stronger. So they're going to have to tack around Cape Reinga, and then once they start coming down the other side, if we look the next couple of days, it's going to go light. But at least it'll be reaching. Once they do get that easting in and get over here, they're sort of coming down. They'll be moving reasonably well, but coming down to Auckland, there's very light winds here for the next couple of days. The 22nd, the big party's on the 23rd. So you can see there, well, then it's a following breeze, those spinnakers up. This is in the afternoon of the 23rd. My take on it now, they're, 4.5. They did 94-mile day. They've got 240 miles to go. That's going to take them at least a couple of days. So it's, they'll probably arrive. It's Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, Friday morning. I think you'll see them arrive with the frustrations of the calms around Auckland just in time for the party. In fact, they'll probably tie up, get the hose on the marina, quickly wash themselves down, change their shirt and bolt to the party on Friday night. And I reckon they'll arrive. It starts at 7 o'clock at the Royal New Zealand Yacht Squadron. So that's the ETA sometime on Friday now for White Shadow, and it'll go close with the party, I reckon. So leaderboard, there's not much to look at. That's all settled. So I think that's it. Short one for today. And we'll come back tomorrow and just let you know about their progress and Explorer as well. I better have a look. Someone will probably might want to review where we got to on the other ones. Line on us is straightforward. IRC, nothing's really changed there. ETAs are kind of interesting because the Explorer's got an ETA at the moment based on their average time from the start of this leg. Remembering they didn't really get underway for a couple of weeks later, it's still saying they'll arrive on the 14th of January. And their average speed is obviously higher because they didn't start for 2 weeks. And Sterner is showing the same. If we go recent, it will show a dramatically different situation for Explorer. Hang on, I'll just push this up here. Explorer is showing the 3rd of January. If they could make 7.5 not average, I don't know whether they will because they've got issues like White Shadow are going through now, possibly a big high in the Tasman. The Tasman's the big unknown at the moment. They'll make good time through the Southern Ocean, but same with Sterner. But when they turn the corner and get ready for coming up to New Zealand, anything can happen there. It's a whole new ballgame. So that's really it. Nothing's changed on the rankings here. However, there are a few boats there that may be under investigation and possible penalties. L'Esprit de Keep has one which will issue today for missing the gate. So that there may be a bit of a change here once we allocate and determine possible penalties on some of the boats there. Also, the issue of sails. You may know I mentioned. I'll just come back here. Mentioned the issue of sail penalties. If they send their sails to the sailmaker, there's a few that are going to do that. So they'll take a 12-hour time penalty for every sail they take in, which will also affect the rankings because that will be applied to the times of this leg. So stand by for that as well. There's 1, 2, 3 boats that I know of that are going to send sails to the sailmaker. Others are making repairs on board the boat. They've had the sailmakers come down, put their machines on deck and doing the bits. So that's kind of interesting as well. Part of the tactical game. Anyway, hey Larry, morning Queensland. Yeah, it's warm here as well, but it's overcast and might rain today. Okay, so no questions there. Thanks everybody, and we'll probably see you tomorrow for sure. See you later. Oh, I've got to press this one here. Got to get that. Too early in the morning. See ya.